plug in and me a move like a electric. It's like a basketball, she take time out. Well, listen to me silent, well, listen to me lyrics. I be the man there, me a drop it. I said, simmer. Who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls, them sugar. How can I? In a rush, pass me the keys to my trucks. Who am I? The girls.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. If you've been hooping in the neighborhood or in the rec, you may have come across this familiar group.
Oh, too strong for you!
Yep, Team 2K TV is back, and they've been putting in the time, and they're ready to take you on. If you've watched last season, you know that anyone who comes up against us. Now, from what I've been told, they have improved, and they don't expect any shirts this year. I don't know about that, but make sure you look out for them. And
it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at that last game for the Los Angeles Clippers, it was a win against Phoenix. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And a lot of it is moving without the ball. When you do that, things tend to open up.
Here are the five for the Clippers. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Here's the great, defended by George. Got that one up quick. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
And it's Seattle with the ball. After the miss from Reggie Jackson, they get it again. Goes back up. Here's Walker. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Now, with all the intensity he plays with, boxing him out is a chore. A tough one.
Leonard on the wing. To the middle. And Serge Ibaka, the bucket on the assist by Leonard.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Now here's Walker. Here's Ingram. And it's Seattle with another.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Paul George missing from long range. Shots good by Walker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Leonard. Walker with the rebound.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Leonard. Excellent D there from Ball.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
Here's Page. Hits the three-point bomb.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. Out to Ibaka. Will it go? Clippers working now with the new shot clock. George, that's a two-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Sinks the triple. The greats got 5. Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to all years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a test that he put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lou and I, we talked about how he's going to try and disrupt Brandon Ingram. Coach said he's too tall to block. He's like KD in that sense. But we have to get a hand up to at least bother his shot from outside. So Kevin, they'll try to limit his clean looks. Of course, that brings in his in-between game. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
Get ready for the Dance Squad!
Attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Here's the great. He has 5. Here's Walker. And yes, it's good. Walker's got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Bledsoe finds Zubats. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Hartenstein's checked in for Los Angeles. Mann comes in for Jackson. Here's the great. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Down low. It's intercepted.
Go for that shit.
Ball against Bledsoe. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Walker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The great passes to Page. Paul George with the steal. It's Bledsoe on the wing for the 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Here's the great. The second chance effort. And Ball with the lay-in.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's George. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Oh, silky little mid-range there from George. He can really make his shot work from almost anywhere.
Back to Walker. To the inside. Here's Ball. He's off on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Mann. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
Ball kicks to Ingram. 6 to shoot. Offline from the top of the key. Clippers trail by 11.
So we can cool down.
George looking over the floor. Bledsoe for 3. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The offensive rebound. And Walker throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And the Clippers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
A platoon swap here for Seattle. Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Man passes to Bledsoe. To the paint. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they want Bledsoe looking to create like that, being the floor general, thinking about the other 4 guys on the court with him.
Lopez finds Carter. And that one goes long. Last game for Seattle, they picked up the W against the Bulls in Chicago. Man passes to Kennard. Bledsoe outside. With the shot. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Here's Man. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Inside, here's Hartenstein.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Carter. First personal foul, second team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Isaiah Hartenstein taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Zubac, and Marcus Morris subbed in for Terrence Mann. So he comes up empty at the line. Seattle leading by 14. Ball surveying the defense. Hero passes to Lopez. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. A nice shot by Carter.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Pass to Kennard. Points for lights out.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And so it's Seattle with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a terrific 3-point shooting display. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Seattle.
They're showing a lot of energy in the open court here in the first half, pushing it every chance they get and racking up those points on the break.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
Seattle leading by 18. So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Morris at 4 with Ibaka at the 5. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. Here's Hero. And it's off the back rim. No good. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Sinks the three-pointer. Kennard's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Clippers. Pass to Hero. Down low. Here's Carter. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Jackson. And here's Kennard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
While the shooting that Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, Man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Outside ball. Back to Carter. Hero on the wing. Good on the bucket. And Seattle leads by 17.
And how about Harrell's body control, capable of still scoring even when the defense ups the ante in terms of physicality.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Jackson against Carter.
Scrappy nature of Lopez is one of his best attributes. He doesn't give up anything easy to shoot.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Ibaka. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
You know, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Outside ball. Out to Carter. Passes the ball. Puts up a 3. And again, Seattle with the triple.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
The pass to Hero. Back to Bird. Kennard against Ball. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And it's Seattle with another.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Pass to Leonard. Kennard for 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Timeout.
Kennard's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Clippers.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. And, Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Seattle leading by 19. Pass to Page. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Over to the left wing. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Jackson, that's good.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's the great, guarded by Jackson. And then Paul swings it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside Jackson. The three from George. Here's Zubats. The feed to Leonard. Tries again. Leonard draws the double and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's Seattle with the ball. Seattle leading by 20. Here's the great. He has 7. Ingram outside. Passes it to Page. Out left to the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Walker. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jackson kicks to Zubats. Kennard for 3. That shot off. Seattle goes the other way with it. Here's the great. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
And the first one at the line is good for the Clippers. Hartenstein's checked in for Leonard. Mann comes in for Luke Kennard. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Jackson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Bledsoe outside. And he lays it straight in.
And sometimes it really seems Bledsoe is better finishing through contact, almost like he enjoys the challenge.
Here's Page. For 3, Ingram. Hands it from downtown. Ingram's got 5.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
They're just playing smart basketball, reading the floor well and execute.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
That's number 2 on him already. 3rd foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
Seattle on defense. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Left side, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
There's the pass to Page. Walker with it.
2 minutes remaining.
Ingram outside. Over George. And Ingram the bucket on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists in the game. And George kicks to Zubats. Outside, George. Pass to Zubats. Puts it up from 7. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Nice awareness from George. He just reads the D and makes a clever pass to an open teammate.
The great passes to Ingram. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Pass to the great. Shot clock at 3. Fires top of the key. And Seattle with another.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Seattle making a change here. Caruso's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubas. The dish now to Bledsoe. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
.54 seconds left now here in the second. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Ingram.
A solid playmaker. Bledsoe has the vision to take advantage of an imbalanced defense.
Fires from the wing. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Clippers trail by 21. Here's Mann. On the wing, George. 7 points in the game. And that one drops.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's the great. It's deflected.
Just fantastic defense from Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Down to the line of the Clippers, Serge Ibaka.
17 seconds left to play here in the half. Shot's good by Walker.
This game would have a different look if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, 100% from the field for him.
Outside, George. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Seattle cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Ty Lue. Coach, do you think your turnovers and struggles at the offensive end fueled their scoring?
Always. We turn the basketball over. It's hard for us to get back, get our defense set. So we got to do a better job taking care of the basketball and having good shot selection.
We'll see what you can do to make that better as the game goes, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Checking out Seattle. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
It all starts with their shooting, and they're on fire from behind the arc. And I can say the opposite when it comes to the other side. when there's this much disparity in three-point shooting, it usually makes a big difference on the scoreboard.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from lights out.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Big Dog is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Jay, and there's the great, and it's Ingram in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. Here's the teardrop.
And shooters beware. Cauley-Stein is very crafty at how he rises up for the block. So good at catching scores off guard with his wide reach.
Outside, George. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Off target at the rim.
And this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Cauley-Stein at the elbow. Here's the great. And another three for Seattle.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
You can't leave somebody that wide open when Jackson's running the show. Reggie will find him every time.
Ingram outside. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Here's the great. Guarded by Jackson. Leonard with the steal. Outside Jackson. Nobody near George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
3 points.
Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Seattle calls timeout.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
Get ready for the Dance Squad! Get ready for the Dance Squad!
Some changes for Seattle. Lopez comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Bird in for Walker. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kennard's checked in. The pass to the great. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. Feet away, and the jumper is on the mark. The greats got 5 points now this quarter.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're hitting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And that high release point on Leonard's shot makes that mid-range jumper tough to contest.
Now Bird. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Clock at 6. Pass to the great. Here's Page. Over Kennard. Page, no good. And the call will go against the great. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Seattle. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Lopez. Walker comes in for Bird. And it's Tyler Hero in for Jay. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Zubac is checked in. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Jackson finds Leonard. And Cauley Stein over to help. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Pass to Walker. Shoots over Leonard. Walker's shot is off. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Ibaka outside. From outside, off the mark.
Defensive breakdown. And they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
The high post shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. So it's the Clippers now. Stolen by Walker. And pushing it up. Here's Seattle. That one good for 2. Hero's got his second basket of the game.
And if there's one thing about Hero, he is fearless. Loves to attack the rim.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. Passes it to Kennard. Five on the clock. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. So for the Clippers, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Ibaka. Mann comes in for Leonard. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Jackson. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Shot clock at 2. Here's Mann. They grab their own miss. Hartenstein comes up empty down low. Here's the great. No good on the triple. Now the Clippers with it. And there's the pass to Mann. Outside for Bledsoe. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
On defense, Seattle. Kennard, the bounce pass. 2 free throws Seattle coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Cauley Stein. First personal foul, second team foul. At the
a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Seattle.
They based their offense around the three-point shot today, and that was the right move. It's been a huge weapon for them all game.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well.
That free throw missing. Ball's checked in for Seattle. Jay comes in for Tyler Hero. No luck that time either. And it's Seattle with the ball. To the middle. Here's Page. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Page has got 5 points so far.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
And the shot goes in.
And Bledsoe, one of the most efficient finishers in our league. For a player of his size, he is extremely polished inside.
Here's Ball. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Kennard. Bledsoe taking his time here. Over in the corner, Zubats. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hartenstein. Zubats kicks to Bledsoe. Stolen by Walker. To the inside. And Ball slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Some changes. Harry Giles comes in for Ivica Zubats. And Georgia subbed in for Kennard.
2 minutes remaining.
Hartenstein passes to Bledsoe. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here's the fast break. And the dunk by Walker.
You gotta love his hustle. Leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? Instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Pass to Bledsoe. Here's Giles. That one goes. Count it.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
It's Ingram on the wing. Here he goes. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
First team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Carter, he's checked in for the great. Marcus Morris is checked in for Los Angeles.
After getting traded from the Lakers to New Orleans, I mean, we saw a new Brandon Ingram. I mean, named the All-Star in his first year with the Pels. I mean, Ingram's looked very comfortable being their go-to scorer.
Marcus frames it from beyond the arc.
No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Carter for 3. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Passes it to Mann. Lets it go with a 3. Seattle grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Carter, the pass to Ball. And good. And the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ball's got 10.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from George.
And, you know, you go back to that horrific leg injury in Vegas back in 2014, and Paul George hasn't just made it back to the NBA. He's come back a better player.
Bird, he's checked in for Ingram. The Clippers also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And Winslow subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And George drops them both. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Seattle. And the pass to Page. Now here's Ball. Defended by Ibaka. Here's Page. The three-pointer no good. Page has gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here.
Seattle foul. Page. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
He's perfect from the line this time. 16 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Ball. Now, here's Ball. Good work there as it goes. Ball's got 12.
The feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Third personal foul.
Well, look at Morris just using that big body of his to draw contact. The defense has a tough time matching up with him.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Seattle, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, George in the front court along with Leonard. Johnson is out there with Reggie Jackson. And it's Ibaka in at the 5 down low.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And that one misses. Greg, playing most of your career in the 90s, the game has really changed. Less physical, more skilled. But what role has the league played in all of that change?
Well, the NBA is at the forefront of these changes. The competition committee that they have that meets annually to discuss ways to try to improve the game. Listen, they're not going to always knock it out of the park, but you have to keep thinking forward. And I applaud the league for their attempts to try to improve this game and grow it.
Johnson outside. Kicks it to George. There's the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
And this is one of those nights where George came in aggressive and stayed that way. He's been incredible.
Here's the great, defended by George. Here's the great. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. The great's got 4 points this quarter. And here's Leonard. And Cowboys going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Paul George.
Down to the lineup for the Clippers, Justice Winslow.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Winslow off target from outside. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Ball finds Ball. Here's Page. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the great. Ball to pass to Bird. Here's the great. And the three ball is good. The great's got 12 points in just the second half.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Pass to Ibaka. Unable to get that one. Seattle goes the other way with it. Here's Page. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Ball. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the Clippers miss again. And here's Seattle. They're on an 11-3 run. It's good. Bird's got his first points in this one.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Lets it fly. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. The great's got 24 points. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And Ball with the block. And they'll keep possession. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Seattle. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Oh, and they're showing no signs of letting up. I love this approach right now. They value each possession.
Here's Leonard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
A true go-to option on offense. Leonard knows this team depends on him to take and make those big shots.
Pass the ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Jackson uses the glass to finish the lane.
And Jackson is a genius at finishing on his drives. He just has so many tricks up his sleeve.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Passes to the great. For a number of seasons, offensive output, Greg, has been on the rise, as we've seen. But last year, it went to a whole different level.
I mean, how about 2 years ago with Dallas? They had the greatest offensive season since all the way back in 1973, averaging over 116 points per 100 possessions. Get this, last year, 7 teams beat that record.
Now the pass the ball. Here's Page. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to the great. No good. Shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Jackson with it. And it's Bird picking him up. Jackson is doubled. Here's Ibaka. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And you got to worry about Ibaka everywhere, inside, beyond the arc, and the mid-range. He'll find that spot to beat.
Ball, the pass to Page. Here's the great, guarded by Jackson. To the paint. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Ibaka. Johnson dishes to Jackson. Pass to Winslow.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Second team foul. At the line for the Clippers, Justice Winslow, taking 2 shots.
That's good from Winslow. Chris, you made the postseason all 7 years with the Kings. Deep playoff runs, sensational play. Talk about the chemistry on those teams.
Well, chemistry was very important, Kevin. I knew that being the leader of the team, that it was incumbent upon me to make sure all players felt comfortable. Not only that you would hold them accountable, but that you would include them. You know, we were a family. Shout out to all my fellas that I played with. I wanted to make them better. I hope I did. They all made me.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Pass to the great. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. The great's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Inside, Ingram comes with the double team. He gets that one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Seattle.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And ever when important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Beast.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
The great passes to Walker to the left wing. Ingram outside. Lets it go from the wing. And another basket for Seattle.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that's it.
Johnson from outside. The shot, no good. Seattle goes the other way with it. Here's the great. He's guarded by Johnson. He gets it in there. 30 points for the great.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Ingram against Winslow. Here's the great. So No problem for Seattle as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Allman, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Dripping like I'm walking on water. Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter. Spend a little cash on the spoilers. Dripping like I'm walking on water. 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 Fly back across the border. She call me daddy, I don't got a daughter.